The last time we spoke about God Eater was around the time the Japanese demo was available to play, which was only for a few days. I even shared my thoughts on the demo and the game from what I experienced, which I will link below if anyone is interested. But since then, a lot has happened for God Eater 3. And as a reminder, the game will be releasing on December 13th for PlayStation 4 for those in Japan, and on the 8th of February for those of us in the West. On the 8th, we'll also be seeing a PC version, and so will Japan. Now, as we speak, the demo is now playable again, and there doesn't seem to be any plans to remove it from the PlayStation Store. So if you work long hours at a job or you have a really busy schedule, it doesn't matter. The demo is there whenever you have time. But that's not the only reason now is a good time to try the game. They've also made a ton of fixes. Now, in my opinion, the demo was already amazing, but since then they've made quite a few changes to some of the features and mechanics. Most changes being very small, but make such a huge difference and make the game more fluid than it already was. And there is a huge difference in the gameplay of God Eater 3 versus the previous titles of the series. You know, if you've played 1 or 2, you'll be like, oh my god, this was pretty stiff. Some of the changes include reducing movement speed when you brake, so stopping to change direction or just to completely stop doesn't throw you forward as much as before. Slight changes like these might not sound like a big deal, but I'm sure the changes make the game feel so much better. You can also see other changes like turning movement range being reduced, and now you can cancel certain animations or actions and move in 8 directions rather than the previous 4. I'll actually be trying the revised demos soon for another video, and I'll be sure to let you guys know how these new changes feel. And remember, if you want to play it, a Japanese PSN account will be required, which is very easy to create. I'll link a guide below on how to create a Japanese PSN account, at least the one that worked for me. Now, all of these changes were made because of player feedback. The changes were made 1 month before the game's release. This just shows you the devs really care, because they made it happen immediately and even put out a new demo so players could experience these changes. It wasn't just one fix, but many. So I'm really liking the way the guys over at Bandai are taking care of this game. Now, aside from the demo, there are a few things we know about God Eater 3 post-launch. They'll be adding additional character customization elements, and if you guys watch my previous videos or have seen any videos on the character customization, it's pretty decent, but when it comes to costumes and accessories, they always have quite a few for you to select from, but they'll be adding even more with the release of the game. Hairstyles, accessories, and more clothing. Assault missions and additional side missions will be added with updates for free. In a game like this with this monster slaying element, I do think updates like this should be free. I don't think new monsters and missions should be behind a paywall, so that's good. The devs will also continue to communicate with players for feedback to better the game with continued updates. Like the mechanics that were added or changed after players gave their opinions on the demo, we will probably see this continue. They're also considering adding new enemies, new story, and even new allies with updates. All of this will be more official and have more weight to it once their scheduling details have been decided and they make an official announcement. With all that being said though, I'm going to download this demo tonight and play it over the next few days, record a bit and possibly share my thoughts if it feels any different or feels much different than the previous demo. I'm pretty hyped for this game, but we'll wait until the official English release to start playing and make proper content on it. Only a couple months until then, so it's not that big of a gap for me to have to wait. And to those of you excited for God Eater 3, I hope this information was somewhat valuable to you. And to anyone watching, thank you for watching this quick God Eater update. I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you soon, friends.